More and more questions coming out about disclosure. Is it going to happen? Will it happen? The documents that the task force are working on, the constant pressure, more coverage, more people believing, more mainstream covering it. Does that actually lead to disclosure? Well, Chris Mellon was on Chris Cuomo's show, and he thinks he's hopeful. At least that's what he tells Chris. So here's the clip from that show, and then we'll talk about how hopeful we really are. Check it out.
So where is the cynicometer on whether or not this time we will get what is promised and it will be a meaningful delivery?
It's a very awkward situation because the president has made clear he values protecting classified information, but he's also said he wants to release this UFO information, all of which happens to be classified. So people in the bureaucracy are caught in the middle of this, trying to sort out where to draw the line, what to release, how to release it, to whom to release it, to the public, to Congress, some to each. So I don't think this is going to happen overnight. It's a significant body of information. They're going to have to review these files one at a time, case by case, within their different organizations. I'm hopeful. All of us, my associates and colleagues, of course, support transparency and to the maximum degree possible, consistent with national security. So we're hoping this is going to be very meaningful and extensive, but we're also under the impression it is going to take a while, and it is not necessarily going to be as extensive as many people might want to see.
I think that's very well said. I think it's very well said, and it gives everybody kind of a reality check, right? Because if you think about like what we all imagine is that it's like, okay, everything's disclosed. Here's everything. Here's everything that ever was. Here's all the information about Roswell. Here's everything. Here's everything that we actually know about UAPs. Here's the real stuff. Here's the information. Here it is. Make of it what you will. Go look and check it out. There's videos. There's everything. There it is. And that's simply not the case. Because as Mellon said, it's a case by case. So, and as he said, it's a how much of that can we really share without sharing real classified stuff that is going to damage maybe our advantage over other countries, offset other things that we don't want to offset right now. And you'd have to look at each and every one. And as he said, he's hopeful that things will come out, but it might not have the impact that everyone kind of hopes. And that's more of like, oh, we're getting it. We're getting the information. We're getting everything. Here we go. This is it. That's simply not the case. It's going to be more of the kind of slow burn. Look at this blurry video. This could be something. What do you guys think? All right, well, look at this one. This was a circumstance that this thing happened. And they're going to pick and choose what they show. And so I guess it's a matter of who's fighting on the side of, wait, no, don't release that one. That's bullshit. That won't do anything. Release that one. That's the one to me that we should put out there and that we should get the word out there. And that's the one that's going to push. That's the thing that we saw behind the skiff. That's the thing that people need to know about. Let's get a definition of that. Let's shush up Mick West. He can't talk anymore about balloons if you show him that. Not that he's going to be a concern for the government, but you know what I'm saying. And that to me would be very interesting. If that's how who it is, who's making the decisions. Is it Luna and Burleson and all them going and Burchett saying, okay, this is what we want you guys to really cover. So make sure you do that. And really impact, because as they say in this, it's apparently some of these files are incoming. Is it going to be like one of those things when when the JFK files were incoming? Nothing really of note was ever really released that you said, oh, he was taken out by CAA or somebody else or more than one person. And if it did, it wasn't that big of a story. It was a big story that they were covering it, but that was really it. So they have to make an impact on some of the first files that are released. Will they do that? I don't know. But Mellon seems to be hopeful. He seems to be hopeful. Does he know more information about what they're going to actually put out? I don't know. What do you guys make of it? What do you think is going to come from this, if anything? Put your thoughts in there. Click like, comment, obviously subscribe. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for being here with me this week. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the flip side.